Good morning. We'll give everyone just a second to get started and signed on. So we'll start right at 9:01. I see some people signing on this morning. Yes, Patrick Lindsay says good morning.
Ever so supportive.
Yes, he is. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's 9:01, so we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Christina Schaefer. I am one of the instructors for HAR as well as the social media manager for HAR. I'm joined with Jamila Winsey this morning. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jamila Winsey. I am the broker owner of a private firm in Richmond, Texas.
Yes, awesome. So Jamila is actually here this morning to talk to us about some upcoming educational opportunities or professional development opportunities that we have. So Jamila, if you could just first tell us a little bit about yourself and how you're involved with HAR and all of that.
Absolutely. Well, I've been involved with HAR for almost 10 years now. I served on the Professional Development Advisory Group for about 5 years, not consecutively. I'm also a graduate of the TRLP program, which is a major reason why I'm actually sitting here today. And recently this year, I was selected to chair the Professional Development Advisory Group, which was approved by current chair, Kenya Burrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So what does the Professional Development Advisory Group, what do they do?
Well, we have, it's a multifaceted group, I think, but the two things that I think that are most notable is the fact that we are responsible for ensuring that we bring awareness to our realtor community on all the courses and programs that HAR has to offer. In addition to that, we're also responsible for approving and auditing instructors, instruction, and programs that are coming to HAR as well.
Wow, that's great. And you're all volunteers, correct?
We're all volunteers, absolutely.
And realtor
we're
members.
all, yeah, exactly. It's a group of realtors, and we're all volunteers, and that's the great thing because we understand what our community needs, and we're basically advocates for our community to make sure that we're bringing in relevant training to our realtor community.
That's wonderful.
I said community 3 times.
That's okay. So as far as the course offerings, we have a lot of different courses, and we'll talk about some of those here in a minute. But as far as, let's say I'm a new agent.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just coming in, there's just a long list of courses. What should I focus on, or what should I try to do first?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's kind of crazy because you as a new agent, you go through all of the training that you need to know what not to do as a realtor,
right.
All the rules and ethics and all that good stuff. But then you get your license and you're going, okay, what's next? What do I do now? Obviously, you want to talk to your broker, but hands down, if you don't know what to do, you're just getting started. After the member orientation, which is mandatory,
sure.
Hands down, the Realtor Launch. It's a series of 5 classes over a 4-day period, and you learn everything from prospecting. You learn about your role as a buyer's agent, as a seller's agent. You also learn how the ancillary products basically tie into your transactions, like mortgages, title, home warranty, how all these things affect your transaction, and you really learn how to quarterback that deal for your clients. So I think it's a great place to start. The next course that I would actually, the designation is the HAR Contracts Pro, is what I would highly recommend because it's all of the contracts that you need to get a transaction from inception to close. And basically, this course walks you through how to identify what they are and how to fill them out for your transaction.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, and that's definitely very important.
It is very important. Exactly. Real estate is very litigious, and you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, especially with the changes that have taken place to contracts as well. So, and if you're somebody who's maybe part-time or you're not, performing that many transactions, you might be looking at a new contract and saying, what is this?
Exactly. I not know what it is. So, and speaking of the new contracts training, the new contract changes, it's very important, not just for every new agent, but every agent out there to get really familiar because there have been a ton of changes, and you want to make sure that you're working with the right forms because they're in effect right now.
Yeah. So Realtor Launch for sure for a new agent, Contracts Pro, HR Contracts Pro for a new agent, but really for anybody.
For anyone, absolutely. I still think that there are agents who've been in this business for over 5-10 years and still not very familiar with all the forms. So I really recommend that class and that designation
Absolutely.
for everyone.
Great. Okay. And it's a designation, so
Yes,
extra
it
little
is.
benefit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what, do we have any big classes coming up, maybe this summer or anything like that you want to talk about?
Absolutely. There are obviously HER offers several different classes, but I think a couple to note are the senior residential specialist designation, which is really a generational class. The word senior really throws people off, but it really is a generational class. It's because you're not only learning how to deal with baby boomers who are basically coming out of retirement, or coming into retirement, are seniors, but you're also learning about how to work with the Gen X's, the Ys, and the soon-to-be Gen Z as well. So it's a great designation. It's only offered once a year with HAR. So if you're thinking about getting it, I would definitely recommend.
So senior real estate specialist,
not
just about seniors then,
It's
right?
not just about seniors.
Okay.
And then the military relocation professional designation, again, another class that's only offered once a year with HAR. But this is basically a designation that allows you to work with military families that are relocating, understand their needs, and help them with finding a home of their dreams as well. Absolutely. So that's a really great.
That really is a niche market. You know, somebody who's in the military or armed forces. They're looking for somebody who knows how to specialize and help them.
Exactly.
Right?
And we have a lot of, we have plenty of realtors in Houston, but it's always important to basically niche yourself and become that subject matter expert. I think that helps you grow also as a realtor and increases your business.
Absolutely. So anything else, any classes?
Yes, there are actually a few more, actually a lot of classes. So, the other class that I would actually recommend would be the social media boot camp. It's a designation as well, and you get to sharpen your skill in social media and online marketing, and also obviously all of the matrix classes. Definitely want to get familiar with that. Lead generation with MLS Platinum tools. You won't believe how many tools are available to platinum agents. I mean, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I would definitely recommend getting sharpened on those and understand how to help leverage and increase your business as well.
Absolutely. I'm a little biased, but Social Media Pro Bootcamp, I'm one of the instructors that teaches that. Yes. So of course we have to plug that, right?
Absolutely.
But that we do offer pretty continually. The military relo and SRES, senior real estate specialist, those are pretty much like once a year or so, but Social Media Pro Bootcamp for people who are looking to really just take their social media marketing game to the next level, that we do offer pretty frequently, about once a month, and we try to rotate it around to the different locations too. So all right, any other classes or anything that you want to share with us?
Well, actually, I am really excited about our new website coming up.
Tell us about it.
It's going to be live 1st of June, and it's going to be different from what y'all are used to, what you all have been seeing over the last few years. The cool thing is that it's a lot more interactive. It's a lot more intuitive. You can actually register for classes or multiple classes at the same time by putting your classes in a shopping cart. You can also search for classes based on the kind of credits that you're looking for, like SAE or CE credits.
That's great.
Another thing you can do is also you can filter by calendar to see which classes are being offered, and also the closest place that the classes are being offered based on your location. So you can type in your address,
that's great.
and it can let you know where these classes are being offered, so you don't necessarily have to guess. So really excited about that launch coming soon.
That is very exciting. And it's going to be the same web address,
right?
It's
going to be the same way, exactly.
har.com/edu. Okay, awesome. So let me just take a second to see if we have a lot of people saying good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning, everyone. I don't see any questions popping up, so we'll just see. If you do have a question for Jamila that you'd like to ask, or about any of the classes or anything that we've mentioned that we're offering, go ahead and type those into the comments so that we can reply to those questions. You mentioned the tools classes. We also have the Certified Strategic Marketing Specialist designation, which is actually part of it. A lot of people don't realize that. So that one, I'll share it because so with that class, Certified Strategic Marketing Specialist, it's actually 8 classes packaged as one designation, but some of those classes are free. Some of those classes have very minimal fees on them, like $25. And if you get the Certified Strategic Marketing Specialist, CSMS, as we call it, part of it is Social Media Pro. So we were just talking about Social Media Pro. So if you get SMP, you're almost, You've almost
you're
gotten
pretty much
CSMS.
halfway there.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think a brand call you first and
Brand
second class,
you,
it's
yeah.
brand you is in that as well. So
Yeah.
I think that was an excellent way to basically package that and get a really nice designation.
Yeah, and there's the open houses, open doors, short conversations. So
Yes,
there's
and
some really
objections,
great
yeah.
classes that are a part of that. Do you have to be a member of HAR to attend classes? I'll actually answer that for you. Some of the classes, yes, you do need to be an HAR member. Some you do not. So some of these designation classes that we're offering, they're open really to everyone. You'll see there is member pricing and non-member pricing. Some of the classes, like we're talking about tools class and things like that, well, you need to be an HAR member to have access to the tools.
Yeah.
So you might be able to sit in on the class, but you wouldn't really get to take it all, use all the tools. So when is the new website coming out?
June 1st.
June 1st. Okay, so we'll just go to har.com/edu on June 1st.
That's right.
And see a new website.
And it'll be right there. It's really pretty.
Awesome. Okay. So I thought those were going to be the effective tax changes for realtors. No, I'm not really sure where that miscommunication was. Mike and Barbara thought this was going to be about tax changes. No, I'm not really sure about that, but if you want to message me, we can look into that. Are these classes credited towards SAE? So of the classes
some of them are actually, the ones that I just mentioned, launch does have SAE credits. If you're looking to get your SAE credits and get a designation at the same time, kill two birds with one stone, I would recommend the GRI.
Okay.
The GRI is a very comprehensive class, designation class. I think it's held 2 days over a few weeks, depending on the schedule. But you get all your 30 SAE credits, but you also learn about real estate law, contracts, marketing, pretty much everything that you need to, everything you need to know about being a thriving agent, and it's basically all wrapped up in a bow. So it's a really great way to get your SAE credits and get your GRI designation. It's one of the highest designations you can get as a realtor too.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most recognized. Graduate Realtor Institute, GRI. Okay, awesome. So Felicia asked, I've been an agent since 2010, only part-time. I'm interested in going full-time. Any suggestions on classes to take to fully prepare and acquire clients effectively?
That's a great question. I mean, the first thing that I would like to advise you on is if you're looking to go full-time, you definitely want to have a plan in place. I'm currently looking where you are right now as an agent, how many transactions you're currently doing, and then come up with a plan with your broker to identify the transactions that you need to replace your current income. After that, you basically want to pick at least 3 things that you're going to focus on. I call them 3 pillars. Just focus on those things. From that, you're able to basically identify the relevant training. Obviously, lead generation and prospecting is one that you're going to be looking at. And so the lead generation classes with HAR and the Platinum tools would be a great class to start. I would also, if you haven't taken the Realtor Launch, it's not just for brand new agents. It's also for agents who haven't taken that full gamut yet. I would definitely recommend that because you want to be able to take those lead generation classes and learn how to convert them as well. So those classes will help you with that.
I've actually seen quite a few agents who are switching kind of from part-time to full-time and they take Realtor Launch.
Yeah.
And even though they've been a realtor, completed some transactions, they still get some value
Absolutely
from it. Yeah. So Jocelyn said, I've taken one GRI class. How long is it valid towards completing the GRI designation? I'm not really sure if there's like an expiration on it. Yeah, but I do know that they did rework some of the course content on the GRIs last year. So I would just call HAR and ask for the education department. Just verify with them because they can look up the date you took it and make sure that everything's all good with that.
I got mine about, oh goodness, I'm being age myself. I think I got mine about 14 years ago, and it hasn't expired. I can still pull it up. It's still there. So
yeah, well, I think they're saying they've partially taken it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so Jose said they can see all the classes on the website. Yeah, you can see the full.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the classes that are available, the course calendar. They do have classes already on there through the end of the year. Of course, they're going to keep adding things as well, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we have any other questions that we missed. A lot of people saying good morning.
Good morning. I see some friends too.
Yeah, I see some friends on.
Hey, Indra. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Ricky.
All right. I don't see any other questions popping up at this time. So I'm I'm sure we'll have more questions pop up after the fact, and we can address those and answer those in the comments. I wanted to thank you again for being here with
Thanks
us
for having me.
today.
My pleasure.
Making the drive up here to HAR Central and
Absolutely.
and joining
Anytime.
us this morning with a lot of great information. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. So thank you all also for joining. I want to remind everyone that next Monday is Memorial Day. So we will not have Member Focus Monday next Monday, but we will have it the following Monday. And actually the following Monday, which is June 3rd, 4th? June 4th.
June 4th.
June 4th,
Yeah.
sorry. We're going to be tackling some risk management, some risk management topics. So that should be really fun and interesting and informative as well. So thank you all for joining us. I hope everyone has a great Monday. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Right. Bye. Bye.